Hi, welcome back to Human Resource Management, and we will be discussing today training and development of human resources. This is very important. If you will become part of the human resource department, you will have to plan for the training and the development of the employees or human resources. Where does the scope of this discussion will be? I have divided this topic into three video presentation because it's kind of a lengthy discussion. So we have part one, this is the training. Second part is the systematic approach to training. And third is the human resource development approach. So this video will be about training. So where does the training begin? Okay, so the beginning of training can be traced to the Stone Age. So imagine since Stone Age na training. So when people started transferring knowledge through signs, mga sinyas, and deeds to others, vocational training started during the Industrial Revolution when apprentices were provided direct instructions in the operation of machines. Training and development are increasingly recognized now as the most important organizational activity. Yeah, it's very important. Rapid technological changes require newer skills and knowledge in many areas. So, training has to be continuously offered to keep employees updated and effective on their jobs. Some believe that training has unnecessarily been given undue importance and that the experience on the job is good enough to develop the necessary skills and efficiency to perform the job. Okay, so nainingon nga dili na daw kinahanglan kay mas okay daw tong on the job nimo nga learning, di ba? Um, but training cannot entirely substitute for experience, no? But it has certain definite advantages over it. So unsa man tong mga advantages for training? Number one, training, unlike experience, can shorten the time required to reach maximum efficiency, right? Kay before ka mosabak sa isa ka trabaho, if you were trained already, dali ra nimo i-apply ang imong training dito sa actual. But if you don't have any training and you are the employee is gisabak na dai nimo sa trabaho, it's either um, kung paspas gyud siya makabalo di dali ra, but if dili pwede pang magka-aksidente or pwede pang mabulilya sa inyong trabaho because of lack of training. Another is the cost of training is much less than the cost of gaining experience. So kanang pag-train mas barat, mas less ang iyang cost kaysa katong pag-gain og experience. Kay pwedeng daghay reject sa trabaho sa employee because nahimo pa mang trial pa man, right? Particularly if one is dealing with expensive equipment. So, kanang mga equipments diha, dili na nimo basta-basta gamiton if you don't have training, di ba? Pag-abot nimo dito, basi kung saan mapindot nimo, naguba ang machine, naguba ang equipment. So, that is going to cost the company more, right? Third advantage is the results of experience can sometimes be accidental, particularly when experience depends solely on trial and error. Okay, so mo na to giingon trial and error. So it's better to have training. The element of predictability is far less when compared to the outcome of a well-conceived and conducted training program. Okay, so kinahanglan na ay conceived, well-conducted training program. And training, what is training? Training is a process where people acquire capabilities to aid in the achievement of the organizational goals. So kinahanglan ni siya to achieve the goal of the organization. It is a process and it is a planned effort of the company to facilitate learning on the job related competencies. So nakaplano ni siya, dili na siya bastang nahunahunaan lang sa HR nga magpa-training, no? It's planned. Usually, ang companies, they have yearly planning. No? So you have to plan out for the next year na batay mga training, unsa pay mga activities nga buhaton. And one of the form of training is actually the orientation. No, orientation is the training of new employees. Ano siya? And training new employees, this is a planned introduction of new employees to their jobs, co-workers, and organization. Okay, so training has to design orientation program and they have to incorporate the following topics. So, unsa may dapat sulod sa orientation? Number one, you have to discuss the company policies, rules, and regulations. Right? So, para unsay mga bawal, unsay um, mga say tawag ana mga pwedeng buhaton unsay mga regulations. Next is the corporate mission and vision, para you know na unsay long term nga panan-aw sa company. The company officers imo gyud na ipaila-ila because we have to extend courtesy. We have to know kung kinsa ang maghatag og command, di ba? So the employee should know them. And then the corporate goals and objectives, ang mga the products and services that you are producing, and also your clientele. So kinsa ang inyong mga clients, right? Next is the pay system. So, unsa may pamaagi sa pagsusweldo? Benefits. Unsa may madawat nga benefits? Na by SSS, na by pag-ibig, na by PhilHealth, na by insurance, etc. And other services available to employees and their families. Okay, so mga in case of death, kinsay mga beneficiary, in case of sickness, may na siya. And overview of job setting and work rules. So, pag minutag overview sa job setting, so of course, nanay ka parehong, nanay itour mo sa facilities para ma-familiar sila, and then unsay rules. So, rules number one, PPEs, no, to protect yourselves, and any other rules that is applied by the company. Next is you have to introduce the employee to the co-workers and the company's working environment. So, imo na lang introduce na proper introduction dapat. And lastly, the safety rules and health programs. So, especially kung mga hazardous nga company, dapat i-discuss po nimo ang mga safety rules. Right? So, mo na siya. And what is the purpose of orientation? So may purpose yun niya. Well, actually, the overall goal of orientation is to help new employees learn about the organization as soon as possible para they can begin contributing to the company's goals and objectives. So from the perspective of the employers and employees, the orientation process should have the following purposes. So una, productivity enhancement. So both the employer, imong amo or the employer and the employee want to start right and become productive as soon as possible. So of course your employers want you to start right away and be productive right away because the moment that you report to work on your first day, giihap na ang imong oras, ginabayaran na ka, and as your employers, they want to have value of the money that they pay you. So, if dili ka magtrabaho, then that's not gonna be productive. Number two, turnover reduction. So, unsa man ang turnover reductions? Kana, um, to reduce kanang mga resign, manghawa, mamalhin. So, kanang mga employees with effective orientation programs tend to stay longer with the company. Fast employees turnover rate affects productivity and efficiency. So, if they are oriented, they were given the vision, mission, goal, the um, complete nga orientation, these employees tend to stay longer. Okay? So that's actually what the company aims for. Mo na ilang gusto nga the employees will stay longer because if the employees keep on resigning, it is going to affect productivity and efficiency. And next is the organizational effectiveness. So, ang mga well-oriented employees can immediately contribute to the goals and objectives of the organization. So, if they are aware, of course, they will be able to do. Bisan sa mga gagmay nga butang, they will be able to contribute towards the fulfillment of the goals and objectives. And favorable employee impression. So, pag naa kay good orientation program ang good, it will create a favorable impression from the employees. Ah, okay sila, nasa sila sistema, very kuan, very ma-feel nila, very welcome sila, important sila because you have conducted the orientation, di ba? Kaysa naman, okay, tanggap na ka, then trabaho na, wala man lay orientation. And lastly, it will enhance interpersonal acceptance. So, it will try to make the employees entry easy, no? Smooth, kumbaga. So, because employees most often are concerned about meeting new people in the workforce. So, naman gyud mga nga tao, napoy mga tao nga okay ra, salpak dayon, but there are people, most of the people, they worry, oh, bag-o na pud ni, bag-o na po ako mga kuan, so unsa kaha sila, welcome back ha ako. So, if you have orientation and you are able to introduce them to the co-workers, it will actually improve their interpersonal relationship, so there will be interpersonal acceptance. Okay, that's it for this topic. And let's go to the next one.